under the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Wolverines offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. You put on that wing helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they work in Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Irvin. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working on the right. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to...
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. To the ground, he's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. He's got him still on his feet. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Michigan. Fitted in the window for the score.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold onto the ball until the guy comes open. Feed him and get the 6.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To the ground with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Looking to scramble. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Volunteers are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west, because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. And that's so tough as a defense, because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down to 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the ball started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. To the house. Touchdown ball. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 3rd and long, and he'll fourth down coming up. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So here is the Tennessee offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll move the tight end. Give to the single back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off play action. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Quarterback gets the 1st down. There he goes. Touchdown Wolverines. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Coming out with it, it's Lanier. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the 1st down.
Well, they hit that deep crossing.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Vols have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're working that left side.
And 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot.
Got some momentum to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner will be knocked down. Bunch formation for these receivers. We'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Irvin. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He gets a block. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Buying some time as he moves left. He's got it along the sideline. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. That big play has business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Touchdown, Volunteer! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And these 2 defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this 2nd half, the challenge will again be twofold. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. 1st drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a...
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Bond. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch. And
he'll off one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here is the Tennessee offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Yeah, and you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field. And it's not always big gains, but you've seen them today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
The Vols will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Working that left side now. Touchdown ball! And that one will give him the lead.
This offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So here comes the Michigan offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Bond. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Finds a little space. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Fires to the tight end. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Stoneburner. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
surging forward on the sneak.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
He's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverine. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab past the marker. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Makes a man miss.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They'll run play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Inside the 35. There he goes. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got room to work. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Offense gets set for second down. He'll keep it himself. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Got enough for the 1st down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those 1st downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Irvin. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.